Hello, listeners, and welcome to our new podcast from Better Together. I'm Carla, and today we have here with us.
Hi, me is Maria. I'm a volunteer at Curba since 2019, and I'm Romanian.
And we also have.
Hi, I'm Rareș, and I'm 17 years old, like 18, 3 days ago. And I'm a professional, like not really amateur kickboxer and college, like high school student.
Okay, thank you. So today we are here to talk about red flags. What you can tell me about red flags, guys? Like, what is your definition for this concept?
What I know that the red flag is, it's a bad thing that someone does, which can make you go away from that friendship, relationship, because a red flag is a toxic thing someone does to you.
Okay, and how would you define red flag, Raresh?
For me, I think that the red flags come especially from family, like the dad and mom. And I think that the child keep on a thing or emotion that their parents haven't or put on him, like they make a projection on him, and he sometimes feel good or not good, like rejection or anxious, but especially they are bad things. And I think red flags are some signals that people, a human, like a man or a female, shows or he come with it in an interaction or in a love story or something like that. I think in love you can almost every time see red flags and green flags.
Mm-hmm. Thank you. So I made my research, and internet says that a red flag is a warning sign, and it's a sign that it's showing that there's a problem that should be noticed or dealt with. And when it comes like for, I don't know, like for your friendships, like what would be a red flag for you? For both of you.
For me, a red flag, especially in a friendship and not only, would be if that person is not paying you too much attention, such as you tell them a simple story, something, and for them, their phones or something else is more important. Mm-hmm. But when it is for them to talk about themselves, they are more interested about that more than listening to your problems, and not only your problems, just about how was your day, good or bad.
Yeah. And for you, Raresh, what is a red flag in friendship?
In friendship, I think the interest, like being friends with me just for something I can give you, or the value you can take of me, or something, status or money or something like that. Not being authentic, being here for an interest.
Yeah, I agree with both of you. Like, I think one of my biggest red flags when it comes to friendship, it's like what Maria said, that when you meet with someone and that person is really not interested about like what it's going with you, it's just talking about that themselves, and no questions, no nothing. Okay, and in terms of relationship, or when you are starting to get to know someone because you are starting dating or things like that, what would be a red flag for you? Like something that tells you like, okay, I don't want to be with that person anymore.
Like in the very beginning of a friendship, I would say that maybe a red flag in the beginning is even their friends. It can be a red flag, mm-hmm. because when you are part of a group of friends, it's clearly that you might have the same interests. So if they are in some sort of a dangerous group of friends, then that's definitely a red flag, because at some point they will still bring their friends with them, and where they also bring you, so you can get in trouble.
Okay. And when it comes to relationships, like someone that you are starting dating and stuff, like what would be like the one of the first red flags that you are saying like, no, I'm not going through this anymore?
If they maybe do wanna know your friends on the internet, like not just knowing about them, but like wanting your phone to check your followers, to check your friends with who you speak, that's actually a massive red flag, because it means that they will never trust you enough to be in a relationship with them.
Also, yeah. And for you, Raresh, what is a big red flag when you start meeting someone and you say like, no, I don't want to be with that person anymore?
For me, I think that all the people have red flags, and I can classify my dating female like some criteria about that. And I think that if a girl it's almost all the time on social media posting her body or something which pays attention from other guys, and he needs validation and also attention like follows and likes, for me it's a person which I just can have a physical contact, and that I can have emotional contact, and I can build something with that person. And also if she has a lot of friends which are boys, and he spend very much time with boys around her, and she says she loves me, like it's a bullshit, because she needs attention and validation, and I think that comes from her relation with her dad, like the issue.
Okay.
But did you think that maybe she's posting online pictures more revealing or stuff, and that validation is actually for her self-esteem, not necessary? She does it for herself. Maybe she has a lot of self-esteem issues, and she posts online because she feels pretty in that way. I heard about this, and I know girls that do this. They created accounts especially to post themselves more revealing or doing something which for some boys seems inappropriate, but they do it for themselves to be happy.
If she posts a picture right in summer at sea, it's okay in summer clothes or something like that, but don't post everyday picture with you almost naked, or your body, or your, I don't know, ass on Instagram, because it becomes toxic. I also have a 6 abs. I look like a model, and I don't do that. I have some pictures with me almost naked, but are made almost in May last year, and I don't post everyday pictures with me because I don't need attention. I have a very good relation with myself in my inner body, like my inner healing and my inner emotion. But I think she could work on herself, asking a psychotherapist or making some things, because if she got stuck in something that doesn't belong to her, like the attention from other guys, when she doesn't get that, she will be in a unstable emotional, and she will do things to get that, and that's not okay from my point of view.
I actually see your point of view.
I see both points of view, but I like the pro your body, your choice, your social media, your choice. So you post whatever you want, and it's your body and your social media. Can be like to catch attention from other males, yes. Can be like because like you need more self-esteem, yes. Can be because like you are really proud of your body and you like to post these pictures, yes. Like there's no problem about that. So okay. So what are green flags for you? Like something that makes you like say like, yes, this person, yes, or this action, yes.
funny because when you said green flags, I thought directly to my boyfriend. Actually, green flags, I can say that are the moments when that person literally puts everything aside when they are with you, because they want to live that moment without being bothered by the phone. Also, a green flag is when they, for example, me, I have problems with communication. I'm not very good at communicating exactly what I feel. But when that person actually helps you to start communicating, gives you time, and is not pressuring you into saying things you don't want to, into doing things you don't want to, they are good at making you talk. And that way they build trust, and you start trusting them more and more, so you are able to open up and talk to them. For me, these are massive green flags.
Yeah, they are. And for you, Raresh, what is a green flag?
Well, like in Maria's case, I talked about the girl I like, and she's full of them. But to be more specific, I think that being authentic and real, it's a big green flag, and being yourself, like don't wearing much makeup, or don't wearing some clothes that brings you attention. Like, don't understand me wrong. It's okay to be feminine. It's very beautiful to do that. I like that. I love that. But don't do it in an extreme way, and like color your hair every month, put your nails very long, and do things like I don't, especially for me, I don't like that, and I think that the natural beautiful, it's very special and authentic, and I like that.
Okay, so for you, green flag is like someone just being natural, not wearing makeup, no hair dyeing and stuff. Okay. For me, for example, one green flag is when I talk to someone and that person is really listening to me and remembers what we talk, and maybe like 2 months after, like he or she still remember like what I said, you know, like that's like really nice. Or someone remembering something that I like and buying it to me, like, because why not?
Memorizing the small details about you, which means that you are special to them.
Yes. Okay, so now I have like different situations, and you have to tell me, both of you, if you consider it red flag or green flag, okay?
Okay.
So I have your partner ask you if she or he can check your phone. What is that for you?
Well, it depends. It depends a bit about that, because it can be a red flag, clearly, when they ask you to go and check and they go straight to the messages to see that, because it means that they don't trust you. But in the same time, if they just want to see small things like to look on your phone and stuff, and they will see if you trust them enough to give you their phone. So it can also be a green flag, because if they just want to look on your Instagram, not on your messages, just to stay on your phone. I know situations where people didn't want to give the phone at all, because on their Instagram they were having content or stuff that they were not feeling good to show to the boyfriend, and that's a lack of communication.
Okay. And for you, Raresh?
I think that it's a sign of confidence and a good communication between you and your girlfriend, in my case. If you let her check your phone, but I think that's a red flag. It depends, because if I give her some signals that I'm not fidel, and I also do things that are not moral, she also have thoughts about that, and it's normal. But I think it's about communication, and I could do that. I could bring her my phone to check it, and I know it will be for me a bit like I will feel a negative emotion and I will talk to her, ask between or I speak about that, but it doesn't means that I would never give her my phone.
Mm-hmm. For me, it depends. If that person is asking me for my phone because like he or she wants to check it, it would be a red flag. But for example, if we are in the car and I'm driving and someone is calling me or sending me messages and stuff, and he or she says like, hey, can I take your phone to check and answer and stuff? It's like, okay, yeah, of course, like I'm busy, I cannot do it by myself, just go ahead, you know, like if I have nothing to hide, why not? Like, but if they are putting it in a way that it's like to see if they can trust me, it's total red flag, because you don't need to do that to see if you trust me or not. Like, we can talk and we'll see. Okay, so another one. When you're with more people and your partner doesn't let you talk or discredits everything that you say.
Complete red flag. Red flag. It's no, just no. Why wouldn't he or she or they let you talk? Like, I want to have my own opinion, I want to speak, we are in a group, we have a conversation, it's not a monologue. So no, it's a red flag. No. No.
Rareș also put his thumbs up saying that he agrees also. Okay, so we have your partner introduces you to new people when you are in a big group. Green or red flag?
If he introduces you to others, it means that he cares about it, so it's a green flag.
Mm-hmm. Again, thumbs up from Rareș. Okay. Your partner gets pissed because you don't want to have sex.
Red flag, screaming red flag, because it means that they want to pressure you to have sex, which means that gets in the sexual abuse and other stuff like that. It can get into that. So no, it's a red flag. Run from such a partner.
And Rareș, what do you think about this?
Yes, it's a red flag, because the sexual part in a relations is very important, but it also can damage a lot to a woman or a boy, like a girl or a boy, who do that forced, because the sexual abuse led the biggest problem in her voice or in herself, and it cost a lot to heal it, and I think it's a big red flag.
Yes. Okay, let's see with this one. Your partner orders food in a restaurant for you. Green or red flag?
For me, it's a green flag, because when I can't go alone in a restaurant and eat. I am very anxious when I have to go and eat. When I have to decide what I eat, I again have massive problems.
Okay.
So honestly, for me, it's quite of a green flag. It helps me a lot. I don't have to speak to the waiter, and if he loves me, he knows what I like to eat, so he can order for me something I like. So for me, it's a green flag, this one.
Okay, and for you, Rareș?
Well, I love to eat a lot, like a lot. I love the food, and yeah, for me it's also green flag, and I love eating.
Okay. For me, it's a red flag, totally red flag. If I'm going to a restaurant and my partner doesn't even ask me what I want and he orders the food for me, it's totally a red flag. Like, first, if you ask me, like, I will tell you, like, okay, I'm more like this kind of food, or I would like to eat more this or whatever. And then, yeah, of course, you can order, no problem. But if that person orders even without asking me, it's a red flag. Even though if like they know me like so well, whatever, red flag. Like, no one chooses for me. That's my opinion.
Of course.
Okay. Your partner takes in account what you like and what you don't like.
He takes an account.
Yes.
And then it's green flag. It means that he cares, again, caring about your partner.
Again, thumbs up from Rareș. And okay, your date pays for your food. Green or red flag?
I am a red flag, honestly, because I'm the kind of a person that is on 50-50. Split the bill.
Mm-hmm.
It's either you pay for what you ordered, either you pay 50-50. I feel very weird if I go out with someone and that someone pays for my things. If maybe once in a while as a gift or something, once in a while, of course, they pay you something, then okay, because another time I pay too. But if it's possible to make it 50-50 is the best. Like, for example, you go to the cinema, okay, and he decides I pay the cinema ticket. Okay, then I will pay the snacks for in the cinema. So I make it again 50-50.
And for you, Rareș?
Well, I think that who proposed a date pay the bill. That's what I think. And also 50-50, it's a good idea, but I like more who proposed a date pay the bill.
Okay. And for example, you propose a date, but she wants to pay. How would you feel about that?
Well, we will play a small game like stone, paper, and
Rock, paper, scissors.
Yeah. Exactly. And who win pays or who lose pays, something like that, to be just fun.
Okay. Nice. And I have another one. Your partner just wants to spend time with you. Green or red flag?
For me, it's green flag because they want to spend time with you, which means that they like quality time.
But they say just time with you, just with you.
And nobody else? Okay, then I understood that. It's a red flag. It's a red flag because I've actually been through this, and I've been with someone who, well, they were leaving always their friends, just to be stuck with me all the time. And at some point I had mentioned I wanted to be alone, to be with my friends, but I started to get things said such as, you are not paying me enough attention. You have a few free time and you go spend it with your friends when you should spend it with me because I'm your boyfriend and you should do it. No, that's a red flag. No, that's a red flag.
That's also starting to be psychological abuse because it's making you feel bad about your choices and it's trying to isolate you from your friends and family. So that's
honestly, and it's drying you mentally and emotionally very, very bad.
Yeah. And for you, Rareș?
I think it's very toxic to spend your time just with one person. I have my goals, my trainings, all the things I do. I have to do a lot. I'm a man. I need time for me and for myself. And also when I spend time with my girlfriend, it seems like magic, but it is 1 in 3 or 4 days. And when we have our quality time together, and then we go back to our work because we need to get up more and make money and do something like a big thing. I don't like be such a toxic person.
It's nice to spend time with your partner, but it's also nice to have time for yourself and to have time with your friends and stuff. Like having a partner doesn't mean that your whole world is just that person. You still have your life and you're just sharing some moments and some like things with that person. Okay, and I think it's one of the last ones. Your partner is has totally the opposite taste as you. Like you like completely different things. It's red or green flag?
I think it can be a green. Now it depends again. It can be a green flag because there are, and I met couples that are completely opposites. She's like sunshine. She's amazing, only rainbows and stuff. she cannot stand anything creepy horror, and he's the type of the guy that watches only horror stuff and is more bloody and stuff. No, actually they completed each other and they were happy together because in the end of the day they were understanding each other. But it can become a red flag in the moment when they don't respect each other's differences, when those opposite things are very visible and they cannot understand each other. So it depends on the dynamic of this type of couple, on friendship and stuff.
Okay, and for you, Raresh?
Well, I think that can you please repeat the question?
That you and your partner like totally different things.
Okay. Like it can be a part of a person, but I can be that fixed with my vision. I think that if I have a total different vision from my girlfriend or she about me, they're a person from both of us. It's small-minded and she see just like ahead, doesn't have a large perspective and mindset that can bring her a beautiful life. And I don't like that kind of people. I think it's a red flag.
Okay. For me, it's like green flag, I think. Like, it's again, as Maria said, it depends how you deal with that. Like, can be that your couple likes totally the opposite things as you, but that gives you the chance of learning about those things and just to like open your mind to different kind of things. So doesn't need to be a red flag. It comes if as a red flag if it's your life values. If your life values are totally the opposite, in that case, yes, it's like a red flag because like you are not going to match in anything. So yeah. Okay, so now almost like to finish, give an advice to the persons when they find a red flag. How to deal with red flags?
You can at first communicate and say that to that person that what they do is a red flag. If they don't change and they don't even try to agree that, yeah, maybe I was wrong, or yes, I was wrong, then everything you can do is take distance from that person, because from a small red flag, it can get bigger and bigger and bigger if it's not stopped in the beginning. And without realizing, that person will literally drive you emotionally, and you'll from a happy person will slowly become a sad person without even realizing that. And when you realize, it's too late. So yeah, that's my advice.
Yeah. And you, Raresh, an advice to deal with red flags?
Well, I think red flags doesn't affect you just in the dating life. It affects you in your life as it all, and I think that you should heal your emotional part from your mind and your relation with your parents, because if you have emotional equilibrium and you are strong inside you and you have self-esteem and the confidence in yourself, you can do things like you can also move the mountains if you think about that and you trust yourself. I think that if you work about your emotion, you could have a different perspective and see the life as it is, and see a perspective different from the place you are now. And also communication is very important.
Okay. For me, I can't agree more with Maria in this. If you see a red flag, they can accumulate and finish being a super huge one. So at the moment that you see the first red flag, you can communicate it. If things still not change, go away from there, because if not, after it's going to be too late. And yeah. And regarding what you said, Raresh, like I don't think it really matters like your level of autoesteem and stuff. Obviously it does, but sometimes you are in your highest moment and you find like a really toxic person that it's like a red flag, walking red flag, but you don't really realize it, and you are going to end really fucked up. So it depends. Okay, so thanks a lot for being here today with me and for recording this podcast. Hope you enjoyed it. And
Yes, and thank you for inviting me to the podcast.
you're welcome. And yeah, thank you. See you soon.
See you soon.
Bye.
Bye bye.
Bye.